What's up guys, this is Andrew from Tomguts Media, and for today's episode, I have bread here from Manu Mano. They sell artisanal baked goods. Their most famous product is this hybrid Pandesal, which I can say is really delicious. We also have here some buttery brioche buns, which is really buttery and very bunny. They have here their oat sourdough loaf. I'll be making an avocado toast with Adobo Flakes. And then for the brioche bun, I'll be making Samyang Tonkatsu. I'll be using this bun as a carrier for that. And for the Pandesal, I'll be making a blue cheese Pandesal slider. Hope you guys watched the whole video and let's get started.
Alright, let's start by making our adobo flakes first, since we can just keep it on the side while we do other important things. You have to have leftover adobo for this. It could be pork or chicken. Whichever you have, the same method will apply. Today, I have some leftover chicken adobo. We just need to pull this apart into strands with clean and sanitized hands. Once that's done, let's get our pan going with 2 tablespoons of oil. Drop the adobo and cook this on medium heat. When the flakes are nice and crispy, transfer this into a paper towel lined plate and set aside. I think we can all agree that you can't have avocado toast without some kind of egg. For today, I'll be making soft-boiled eggs. You can also use a poached egg for this if you prefer that, or even a fried egg. But the most important thing is that the egg has to be runny. No one wants to see an overcooked egg on top of toast on social media, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, to cook a perfect soft-boiled egg, boil water and gently drop the egg with a spoon. Now it's important to set a timer for 6 minutes and drop it in cold water to stop the cooking. Set this aside and peel it when we are about to plate the toast. Now, we have here the Banawe oat sourdough loaf. I'll slice about an inch thick off of this because we're gonna need the toast to hold all of the toppings. And this loaf is perfect for that. Toast this in a toaster and set it aside. Let's dice a tomato and an avocado. Alternatively, you can mix and mash the avocados and add the tomatoes to it if you wish. But I just prefer slicing it this way. Place the avocados in the middle of the toast, spoon over some of your crispy adobo flakes while leaving a crater in the middle for our egg. Add some sriracha or any hot sauce you like to balance out the richness of avocados and the adobo flakes. You can sprinkle some additional salt if you wish. Alright, now does that not look amazing? It looks amazing, okay? Just don't say it doesn't, because it does. The loaf really held all the toppings well and really complemented all that we put on top of it. You can serve this with a lemon wedge if you wish. Next, for our Samyang Tonkatsu, instead of the traditional breading, which is panko breadcrumbs, why don't we use the ramen noodles itself as the crust for this tonkatsu? I have here chicken and cheese flavored samyang. You can use any variation you like. For now, this is all I have. Crush this pack with your hands, or to make things simpler, get a meat hammer then smash this thing with all your might. Or better yet, if you have a food processor at home, use that because this will make everything much simpler. I have here a beautiful piece of pork loin which I have butterflied. Let's sprinkle some salt on both sides and let's start breading this. Start off by dipping this in flour on both sides while shaking the excess. Do the same with an egg, and then finally our ramen noodles. Now it's really important to really pack it on here, okay? Once you're done breading your tonkatsu, let's fry this in medium heat and let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. This will really depend on how big your piece of meat is. You can always use a thermometer or pop it in the oven if you're unsure if it's done or not. Fry this on both sides until cooked and golden brown and set it aside. Now this won't be complete without using the sauce, so let's make the sauce for this tonkatsu. First, let's melt a knob of butter, then add the hot sauce packet and the cheese packet. Stir this up, and once the sauce is starting to stick on the bottom of the pan, add 1/2 cup of water to deglaze it. Reduce this sauce until it's nice and thick for it to coat the entire tonkatsu. Once your sauce is nice and thick, cover your ramen crusted tonkatsu with this sauce. Don't forget to toast your brioche buns in the pan. I spread some butter on it too. Toast this in a pan until it's nice and, well, toasted. Let's plate this up and try it. Honestly, this is my first time trying to cook this, and I must say I think it's really good. The ramen itself has flavor, so it really adds to the overall flavor of the tonkatsu. The sauce itself isn't overly spicy anymore since we diluted it with water, but it still packs a punch. The bun really helps cut through that spiciness and it works perfectly for this. For our last dish, we're making our blue cheese Pandesal sliders. We'll start off by preparing our garnishes because the dish is really quick to make, and why not? Slice a tomato thinly and chop some spring onions. Next, beat 2 eggs and add a splash of milk and whisk this up until it's nice and incorporated. Let's start off by cooking the tomatoes with some oil. You don't have to do this if you prefer raw tomatoes, no one is going to judge you. I just prefer them cooked like this because I like cooked tomatoes. To cook the eggs, add 1 tablespoon of oil and drop your eggs. Add your grated cheese and your blue cheese to this and mix this up. Continue stirring this so that it doesn't overcook. Once the eggs are nice and fluffy, we can now put this inside our pandesal. Add your tomatoes and sprinkle your green onions for some added green onion goodness. Add more cheese and then cover this up with the other side of the pandesal. Melt a good amount of butter, then add the pandesal and let this toast. Once the bottoms are toasted, flip this to toast the top. Once I've said the word toast for the billionth time, transfer this and we can start eating it. Sprinkle some unnecessary green onions on top because it needed color. Blue cheese and eggs really go well together, and if you haven't tried it before, I think this is the time to try it. The pandesal was perfectly toasted as well, so we have good textures going on here. If you don't like blue cheese, it's okay, you can just use regular cheddar cheese, that would do.
So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed these 3 recipes I made. If you want to grab one of these beautiful artisanal breads, you can always order from Manu Mano. I will link all their details down below in the description if you want to order any of these beautiful breads. And let me just tell you, these breads are really fun to work with, and you can eat them as it is, you know. I just wanted to make something up with it because, you know, it's quarantine and you gotta do something with your brain. Gotta use it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to Tomguts Media. Until next time, guys, peace and stay safe.